Radio.
What up? What up?
Woo! Man, the summer break's almost over. I feel like the kids in school.
Month?
Yeah, but I feel like for some reason now it feels like I'm back in school, and you're like you have that countdown going of like how long can I just keep taking vacations and time off before I gotta go back to the real world.
So you were, actually, let's start it off. Let's start it off right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Compliment Podcast. He is Juan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit him with a drink of the day.
I'm gonna need help with this one. I can tell y'all the recipe, but the name of the drink is gonna have to come from our resident N-word pass.
All right, so this week we hitting y'all up with the niggas in Paris.
I can only say that off air right now.
We're probably gonna have to bleep that out on the video and the audio, but that's okay. You guys will get it. Hit him with the recipe, man. What's up?
It's basically an old fashioned made with Hennessy, in which you can probably do it with any cognac that's decent. We've had a couple of decent cognacs here throughout the years. So there's it's funny, man. The I'm drawing a blank on it, but it starts with an M. The one we had that starts with an M, I feel like would be good with this too. The Muto. But anyway, but it's an old fashioned. You build it the same way you would a general fashion, like a mixing glass. You fill that with ice, do about half ounce of agave syrup, be generous with orange bitters and Angostura bitters. Throw in 2 ounces of the Hennessy, so a normal shot. Stir that up real nice, pour it in a rocks glass with a large glass, and then garnish with the orange peel and a cherry. And you get what looks like a traditional old fashioned, but it's made with Hennessy. It is fantastic.
It's really good, yeah. So a funny story about this one was I did like a typical, I haven't gone to the store. I was doing an old fashioned with bourbon, and I literally had half a shot left, and then I had a little bit of Hennessy left, and so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna mix the two, and I made an old fashioned with like half a shot of Hennessy, half a shot of bourbon, and the taste was I was surprised that it was good. It was good
mixed.
It
mixed with a bourbon, yeah.
And it was good. And then you went to France, right?
And you had this and you sent me the photo, and you're like, I had this and it's actually pretty good. And we were like joking around, like that probably is like awesome. And so when I'm going to France, I'm looking, obviously in Europe, especially like you go to places like France or like Spain, it's like you have wine while you're there. It's like but I started looking up cocktails, so I'm like, all right, before I went out there, all right, what's the thing I should order? I don't want to order the stuff I would order here. I want to know like what are the typical cocktails to order there, or at least the typical alcohols that they like to do. And obviously I knew cognac was like a French thing, and obviously like the elderflower liqueurs, and it's a lot of different types of liqueurs that eventually most of the cocktails are made either with like Aperols or like some kind of spritz or like different liqueurs or Proseccos and that sort of thing. But anyway, one of the things that had come up was a Hennessy Old Fashioned.
No, sure.
And then I'm at my sister's wedding.
This is like a menu.
So I looked it up online first. And it was like I wanted to get ideas of like, all right, what are the good cocktail parlors like speakeasies and stuff in like Paris making what's a cocktail that I should order that's from there. I don't want to go there and order an old fashioned like give me bourbon from America. I'm French. It's like I like to kind of like dive into the culture when I'm anywhere. It's like I want to eat what they eat. I want to
when in Rome, right?
Right.
Or
exactly.
In this case,
when in Paris. So it's kind of that. And then one of the thing came up with this, but it was like this is on the heels of you sending me the picture, and I was like, man, I can't believe we hadn't thought about this yet. We've literally made every permutation of an old fashioned. We've done the mezcal, we've done rums, we've done tequilas. I think we gave it a gin one an attempt once. We've tried different permutations of old fashioned, and I'm like that I can recall. We've never tried it for cognac. And definitely not Hennessy. And so when I saw it come up, I was laughing because I think it was literally within like a day or two of you sending me that thing, and it was funny. So anyway, at my sister's wedding, there was a bar there. I try it, and then it was good. I was like, oh wow, that's actually decent. And like to the point where like I got a few people on there like drinking it. What are you drinking? It's like, and so a few people started having it. Like my uncle started drinking it and stuff too. And it's like, why is that even good? Like it didn't even make sense. Of like, it's so good. So
that's exactly the way that I felt. So today was the first time that I tried like a full Hennessy old fashioned, and it works. As a matter of fact,
it's great.
Grab the bottle, man, because we forgot to put the bottle up here.
Yeah. Listen. We're gonna start charging you. I was to start blurring the labels on these things. Matter of fact, producer, Tata the producer, we're gonna
Blur the label.
We need you to blur the labels from here on out, and then bleep every time we say the name of the liquor. It's gonna have to be a pay to play. Like y'all gonna have to pay to unlock the thing.
So yo, man. So you went to Paris,
Great.
man. How was it?
Awesome. I mean, Europe's always amazing. Paris is all. I mean, obviously the
I've never been, man. So
anywhere in Europe,
vicariously
you've never done any. Okay, nope. So yeah, there are incredible things when you go anywhere in the world, and or in Europe, I think each has their own kind of unique thing. What you can never get away from is like everywhere else is older than America, so the sheer like history that you get just walking down random streets.
I would imagine the architecture, right?
Like you could stare at a simple building. It could just be a bank or whatever for. Like you'll spot 15 different things about it that are unique in like whatever sculpture you decided to put in front, or like the crown moldings or whatever. It's gorgeous to like walk around and get lost in these cities. It's great, but there are things that make you so grateful to be in America.
Really?
Yeah, there's certain things like, and then it's funny, man. Like I'm back here now, and within the first few days, my body, like food wise, was like, oh, you're back in America. There's something. The food in Europe is so much better than ours, and it's not even a subjective like tasting. It's your body feels. So I even their crappy stuff, like even having soda there, like a Coke, you don't feel the bloat. You don't feel like that gross.
Really?
Like it's.
But I know a lot of like food dyes and things like that are like common.
Like most of our shit is banned there, but they're just and part of it too is like you're walking a lot, right? Like you're in these cities, like we're averaging almost 12 miles a day. So it was like 11 miles a day. It's like you're walking so much, right? So that helps. But the food, it was like no matter how much you ate and what you ate, you never felt gross. Where here, like you go to a restaurant and you leave there and you're like, oh, like, disgusting, right? Like you never get that. Yeah, so there's like those things about Europe that you love. Like the architecture is amazing. Just being able to walk and get lost, and like you could be in a historic part of a city. Paris is unique, and I didn't spend any time in like the sort of contemporary or like modern part of Paris at all. Like we saw it, we drove through it, I think through like an Uber once, but like I don't know, there's just nothing about that attracted me like to go spend time in like that kind of more modern area. I like to get lost in the history, but it is one of those cities, like a lot of cities in Europe, where it's like part of it is like modern skyscrapers and all that stuff, and then the other part is like old historic. You're literally in restaurants and stuff that were been around since like the 1800s and stuff. It's wild. Like we were at this restaurant in the Palace of Versailles, and the restaurant was like founded in like 18 something. Matter of fact, it was a restaurant. I'll tell you, there was another drink I had with Hennessy that we're gonna have to do on the pod eventually. But the restaurant was founded in like the 1800s. It's like on the grounds of the Palace of Versailles. It is bananas. So it's always fun. There are things that we do so much better than the rest of the world in its convenience, like in terms of like the work ethic here is just so much better. The air conditioning, like Paris, it was very hot in July in Paris. Like most people don't have air conditioning, and that includes stores and public spaces and like restaurants and whatever. Like thankfully our hotel did, but
bro, not for nothing, man. So like even growing up like in New York, right? Like everybody didn't have an AC unit, or if they did, it'd be like
the window unit.
It'd be like the window unit in your parents' bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't even have that one.
Like not even that, huh?
And some people did. Like it's funny. Like we went into some bars or whatever they're like, oh, they'll have like a sign. We have air conditioning, and they do, but they're not designed for that many people with the doors open. It's just like you might as well not. It's like
just open the window.
The other thing too is like your buildings aren't designed to like insulate for that kind of thing. If that makes sense, like. It's like even if they bought like a window unit, it's like they're not the doors and windows. Their windows are 100 years old. They're not seeing. They're like double pane glass stuff like we have in Florida. Like we're so used to this like thing in Florida, and it's just like this is like the first world problem.
We're pampered, bro.
Complain about. But we are. But there are certain things about there where they're so much better at. You know what I would say is like they're so much better at basic shit than America. Like America has perfected the high level like technological advances, all that stuff, right? But then when it comes to basic stuff like just like nutrition, you're like, why the fuck are we eating the garbage that we eat? And it's because capitalism here wins at all costs, right? And so that is the like the trade-off that you get for the capitalism that we have, and obviously there's a lot of upside that comes with that. But man, there are certain things that where you're like, we don't do really common sense shit, and the food one is one that stands out. Our public transportation, especially in Orlando, sucks. The public transportation in Paris is phenomenal. It's like you can get anywhere and everywhere, and even outside of the city of Paris, like the suburbs, like on train, on bus, it's like you really don't need a car. It's kind of like New York in that sense, where you don't need a car to live in these places.
To go back to your food thing, I always go back to that Chris Rock line during COVID, when they came out with a shot and they were asking Chris Rock, like, "Are you gonna take the shot?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna take it." And like, "Aren't you worried about like what's in it?" And he's like, "We don't know what's in Fruit Loops."
It's so true, but we eat that shit. But we eat that shit. It's so true, man. It is so accurate, and it's funny, and you're talking about like I think capitalism drives so much of ours, and I'm gonna get into. There's a part of that I want to get into with the sports thing later.
Okay.
We'll get into World Cup stuff, but it does drive. In America, it is our greatest like advantage, and I would say it's also our greatest disadvantage.
Okay.
Like it is the rise and fall. I think will be our obsession with. We have the best form of capitalism ever created, probably, and yet I think it works against us in certain scenarios.
We'll be in somebody's
and who's to say, like, is the trade-off? I don't know what the life expectancy is in Paris, right? I probably have to look that up. But is the trade-off is like, I don't live to 87, I live to 84, but I got all this other shit out of it. Is that worth it? Like, maybe. I don't know, right? Like, or anywhere in France or in Europe. Like, the food thing is always something that stands out when I'm out there, because I'm like, man, I ate, like, I don't want to say like shit, but I eat a lot when I'm in a place like that, because like, I want to try everything on the menu, right? Yeah. So you go somewhere and you order, and you're just like, yeah, I want to try escargot here. I want to have a croissant. I want to have, and it's like, I might sit down for a dinner and I want to order 5 appetizers because I want to try that version. You know, I didn't once feel like I overdid it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man.
It is, and it's crazy because it's like, there's clearly something in food that makes it taste better, and even the alcohol.
Yeah.
I drank so many of these at the like not only that I have so many of these, I don't want to say I'm gonna guess 5, right? But I'm gonna guess 5 with maybe 2 shots of some kind of liqueur and another tequila, and then maybe some wine and champagne thrown in, and something. I mean, all day. I didn't feel. The next day I woke up tired because we just had like we quick turnaround, and so we did a long day and all that stuff. I didn't feel hungover at all. And that is not, anytime I've ever been in Europe and I've overdone it like drinking, or at least I think I have.
Yeah. The next day you're fine?
Fine. So I don't know what it is. It clearly is something with the preservatives and all the other stuff. It's
They're just poisoning us, man. All right, I got a question to ask you, man.
Yeah.
So, everywhere you went and you used the bathroom, they got bidets?
Oh, so first time I've been in Europe and they did not. I didn't see a single bidet in Paris.
No?
I've seen it I've seen it in Italy.
Isn't bidet
I've seen it in the UK. I don't know, but you would think I didn't see it anywhere.
It sounds French. I don't know.
Close enough. I'm gonna go with yes.
All right,
I'm
man,
an American.
Man,
our school system isn't funded the way so I'm gonna go with yes.
So while you were gone, man, I tried the bidet for the first time.
Okay.
Changed my life.
Feeling a little gay now?
Changed my life. I feel
it is amazing. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
A little more open than I used to feel.
It is life changing. It is, because I would say I didn't even think about that till you brought it up. It was the first time I'd been anywhere in Europe that I didn't see one.
Oh wow!
Even my hotel didn't have one. Anywhere else I've been in Europe, the hotels had bidets. The public restroom had, like, I've never been anywhere in Europe. Come and think of it, that didn't have bidet. Even London, I think I had bidet. So yeah, I don't. This is the first time.
Yeah, no, we rented an Airbnb.
Okay.
That had one, and I was like,
wait, was this the one you just did?
Yeah. And I was like, this is amazing.
Did you put one in your house yet?
It's coming.
It's coming? Yeah, because they sell that attachment now.
Yeah. But I need a new toilet anyway. Yeah. I'm going to get a new toilet.
Are you going to get the toilet way already in it?
I don't know. I'm ready. I'm all in.
I'm just, if the pod gets a say in the new toilet, I think you should get one of the Japanese ones.
What's that?
Oh, you got, like, the Japanese toilets, man. They open themselves. They're like motion sense. They open. They sanitize themselves. They warm themselves up.
No. I like the cold toilet.
No. That's because you haven't sat in the warm.
No, man. I sat in warm ones. It's when somebody was in there just before me.
Nah,
and I mean,
ass cheek warmth is different.
And I be like, man. Like,
ass cheek warmth is different than technology.
Did they sweat on this, man? Like, what just happened? I feel like I had to get a can of Lysol and spray that shit.
Nah, you gotta do.
But let me tell you, man, after a couple of days using the bidet, man, I was on full blast. I was like, get it. I'm like, get it. I want to wipe one time.
There's something about it where you feel gross when you don't have it anymore because you're like, bro, this is the way it should be, bro. Yeah.
You know what? I get home and I'm using 10 fucking wet wipes. And
the whole roll of toilet.
No, man. But they're gonna say it's going. The money I save on that, I'm gonna invest it.
Yeah. You're not pulling out ass hairs.
got no dingleberries.
I know, yeah. I remember like when I first did one and somebody was like, I was fucking gay. I'm like, I don't give a shit what you call it, bro. It was amazing.
Yeah, somebody in my family was just like, oh yeah, that's gonna turn you gay.
I worry more about people who are worried about that. I like the fact that that's the first thing you thought of. I was like, my ass is clean, it felt great. I was like, to your point, I was like, I'd have to use 75
white once. That's it.
Yeah,
good to go, man.
Nah, man, make that shit normal in America, man. Make our food without fucking riboflavin and yellow 5 and give us bidets. Like, make that shit normal here, man.
All right, man. Yo, I'm hitting up for the compliment of the week. Ooh. For me, it's going out to a Chinese company, UB Tech. So they unveiled a full-size, ultra-realistic humanoid robot.
Okay.
Designed for mass production and companionship.
Yo, you giving the carbon footprint to a country that's putting shit together to basically fuck us up.
Pretty much.
I respect it. Carry on.
They are formulating the perfect woman or the perfect man.
So it's a full-on boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, husband.
It's both, yeah. Now, but you can't hit it yet.
You can't, wait. When you say
you can't.
Oh, like actual. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then now. So
they're not meant for that. They're meant for like hanging out, talking.
Yeah, talking, whatever. And like their batteries don't fucking last forever, so like they will shut the fuck up and turn off after a while. So like we know that's fellas, we know that's important.
That's a man. I'm trying to.
Why you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why you get your thoughts together, man. So they come in both male and female. The price range is crazy. So like the basic of the basic is about 18 grand, but they go up to 145 grand.
What do you get for 145,000?
Everything.
when you say everything.
No, so you can actually get them like
I'm Gucci'd out.
No, you can actually get them to be like, yo, I want like, who's your celebrity crush?
Oh, and you would get it to like look like them?
They'll fucking do it
That's hilarious.
Just like your celebrity crush. So
you're finally getting a girlfriend and they come over or a boyfriend or whatever, and they're like, "Who's that in the closet?"
Somebody's hiding in your closet. But it says, they're covered in lifelike silicone skin. They can offer AI-generated conversation. Or even like hand holding completed with manicured nails. They're equipped with eye cameras, chest sensors, listening microphones, and the Michael Tam, which is like the head of their brand.
Yeah.
The guy says, our bionic robots can accompany you for a lifetime. It will never betray you, will always be loyal to you, and will love you unconditionally.
I believe him because my chat GPT be gassing me the fuck up.
You're like, you're a genius.
Yeah. I'm like, I am, right?
Why did I think about that? But I was telling you, man, it's like for a premium price, it's like the hair, face, outfits can all be customized to resemble like a loved one, a celebrity, or even like an imaginary character.
An ex that broke up with you that you're obsessed with stalking. That's fucking crazy. It's creepy enough.
Like, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna go get you made.
Who was I'm trying to think of the comment who had one. Oh, Whitney Cummings. Remember she had like a doll of hers and she brought it on stage for her special. But this shit was like thousands of dollars to make. It was crazy.
And it looked like her?
It looked exactly like her.
Really?
And then it became like a thing where the company was getting people requesting. The company that made it was getting people requesting like a Whitney Cummings version. That's wild.
That's
but I forget what she said.
nuts,
She had it for like a long time and then she like gave it away, I think, or some shit. But the thing was creepy because it would talk, it would move, it would, and this was like years ago. So I'm sure like today it would be significantly better. We are entering like a weird era.
Very.
Yeah, well, because we're all already so attached to like technology. Like, so the idea, like, it sounds crazy, right? But then,
No, it's not.
then you think about if you're sitting on your couch and not even as a companion, but like, you see the robot ones that are like a butler now or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That you go, oh, I fucking type into my ChatGPT or I talk to it like a person. Like, why wouldn't I then talk to the robot thing who's then gonna talk back? And then, because like it sounds crazy to me, but I go, God damn it! If I really think about it, I go, I look stupid now because I'm doing it to my phone. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, even before the ChatGPTs, man, right? We had the Alexas in the house, and it's like, Alexa, turn on the lights, or Alexa, or ask it the freaking question, right? So no, man, it's becoming so normal. What I found interesting, man, so the product is actually aimed at single people and those aged over 60.
I wonder
Because there's like a huge there's a huge market in China. They said of about around 120 million single people and about 320 million people over 60. And they're people that they just need companionship.
So instead of being like, maybe we should build more senior centers and get these people to talk to each other in person, we're like, let's give them a robot. $100,000 robot.
So, bro, so far, they have almost 14,000 pre-orders.
Holy shit.
And
all in China? It's only available
in China, yeah.
Okay.
Deliveries should start like in September.
You know, there's going to be somebody in America ordering that shit, and this is their way to spy on us. They're hoping one of our generals or some shit orders one of these. Robot got all the secrets.
So, yeah, bro, I'm giving them the coffee break, man, because I feel like that's something that's going to be, like that's, you know, it's kind of part of the AI revolution that's coming, right? And even, I think with AI is going to be something that's probably like, obviously it's very hyped right now. It's very, you know, shit, man. A couple of years ago, NFTs were that, right? And then NFTs kind of like fell off.
Yeah, and I do think we're going to take a step back with AI.
Yeah, there might be sort of a crash.
Especially on the consumer level. Yeah. I think the consumer level of AI is going to take a step back. And I think companies are even realizing that it's more expensive to deploy AI. Your software costs are going through the roof, where they're going, maybe it is cheaper to hire a human for now until we can scale.
Yeah, it's not going away.
No, it's right. It's not going away. I think the adoption rates are going to slow down. Right. Exactly. I think we got there like too quickly, and we realized like, oh, to your point about like the NFTs before, where everybody dove right in, and then like 2 years in, we were like, what the fuck are we doing with digital pictures?
Right.
And nobody could answer that question, and then the values just plummeted. I think AI, same thing. It's like, the technology is obviously great, but I think the ROI on use cases hasn't really been proven. And then where it has, it's so expensive to run at scale that I think people are going to start pulling back, because they're going to go, I'd rather just pay somebody fucking $60,000 a year, because my costs of running these servers and the infrastructure cost that I need for this isn't getting me a return yet. I think if you are the companies who are like right now, if you have a data facilities, if you're able to buy real estate where people can house like their data facilities or cooling facilities and that kind of thing, like that's probably where the big upside is in the next, I would say, like 5 years or something, until we figure out how to scale this in a cheaper way that at the enterprise level. Yeah. It's great. Dude, you were going before about fucking the robot. I'm like, I don't like to yuck anyone's yum, like whatever your thing is, man. Like, but it is like an interest. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's such an awkward, like, I don't know how you.
But bro, and maybe women are too, right? But like, you go, when you talk about a sort of a lifelike woman robot, every guy's thinking, can I fuck it? Yeah, bro.
Which I guess women's been doing it for a long time, and they only take the most important part. They're like, we don't even need the rest of the body.
We don't need the brain. We don't need no legs. We don't need nothing.
You know, and it made me think about, I've been listening to Charlie Sheen's book. Like, I just finished it, and there's a part in there where he's been obviously in and out of rehab a bunch, and he has he obviously has like has like a porn addiction. and like a sex addiction and like a drug, amongst every addiction, Charlie Sheen's had them all, right? But in there, he talked about he had the, like dolls, and like he tried to sneak. Yeah, right. So you're talking about a guy who has access to
right
anybody, right? And then he's
hold on. So you got to. I'm interested now. So I mean, but without reading the book.
Yeah.
So he's bought sex dolls. Mm-hmm. And then
like a lot, like evidently, like has them all the time. And then when he gets into rehab, so much so that he tries like he's so into it, he sneaks them into rehab and they confiscate 2 of them. Like why you like not only like bro, you could have just gone one.
You can only keep one.
How you having menages with us with the So just one, I go, yo, good for you for admitting that. And then,
yo, for real.
Like 2, like
that shit would not have made the cut of the memoir.
No. So like, good for him. He's shameless. The times that he holds back on stuff, he'll tell you where he just goes, oh, there's other people involved, and just out of respect for them, thing. But like, and I'm sure there's some shit in there that he didn't talk about. But like when he says that, I'm like, oh, that's one you probably should have kept yours.
Yeah, bro.
But
no, man, you gotta appreciate that shit, right? Like when some like I admire people that just come out and just go like, yo, I like X, whatever.
Yeah.
And if it's something that we think is like strange, I'm always like, yeah, man, good for you.
Whatever, good for you. Yeah, that's why I said I don't like to yuck anybody's jump because I'm like, fuck it. We're all in the weird shit. Whatever our thing is like, yeah, whatever, man. Like have fun with it. It's just one of those where like you said, like it's the first question that people think about, but I don't know. It's never one that I think about because I'm like, that's weird. How would that even like go? But clearly, a lot of people have thought that through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they've been having these sex dolls for
a long time.
Yeah. And then over time, they've gotten like better and better. Supposedly, like with the how their skin is and whatever. So I think this is just like the next iteration of it, right? If you be able to get their skin, you're able to get them to now you have them with like a sort of a brain, an AI brain, to be able to kind of have conversations and you know, man, when you talk to whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or Copilot or whatever, it's just like, yeah, man, this shit has like a conversation with you.
Yeah. And it gasses you up. It never makes you feel bad. It will be like, it's not you. It's the Twinkies. I'll be like, oh, here's my fitness goals. And it's like, you're already there, King. But
but if you want to get better.
But that food keep jumping in your mouth. And I'm like, you're right.
I heard the guy that does the Diary of a CEO, I can't remember his name.
Stephen Bartlett.
Okay, so he said on one of his podcasts that he uses AI a lot. And he goes, because he has like so many ideas and he kind of runs it by the AI, he goes, there will be a certain time in the night that the AI will be like, okay, Steven, go to sleep.
No.
Yeah, this is like
that's hilarious. I haven't had that yet.
Maybe something that, cause he goes, it could be something that like he's worried about or whatever, and he's kind of saying it, and he's just like, yeah, like,
bro, go to bed.
Yeah, bro, just go to bed.
I'm trying to think if it has told me like maybe, hey, you're thinking about this too much, or like you're on the right path here, like stop asking. I feel like it has told me shit like that, but never go to sleep. That's wild. But again, this is why I can't even judge people who go all in on the robot thing, because I'm like, man, I talk to my AI a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, dude. Like
I don't, man.
No,
just when I
even work
for work related stuff. Yes.
But personal stuff, no.
But it's like, yeah, some. But it's. I'm not going. I don't think I'm going that deep. It's usually like I'll have a question and maybe I've gotten better about putting in a much information as I can so I can get the best possible answer. But I'm not, unless I think it's missing something.
Yeah.
I'm not like, it's not a big banter.
Oh, I'm a weirdo then officially, man. My AI got okay. It knows everything about me, man. I'm like, what's this dimple on my pee-pee? And there's a whole picture of it. Is this normal?
It scans your
Do
fucking Google photos.
My AI knows too much about me. I've been putting everything in there, man. Am I a piece of shit? I think I start everything with, am I a piece of shit?
Am I a piece of shit if I think?
If I... And normally it gasses me up. It makes me feel so good. Everybody else is the problem, according to my AI. It's never me. Even though I know it's definitely me.
They're gonna get into FIFA. So
the final set? The final set, man.
Argentina is returning, defending champions against Spain and their young superstar, man. What's the guy's name?
Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, I'm not going to even try to say that.
Kid got kidnapped at like 10. He's been playing at FC Barcelona as a teen.
Pretty sure that guy's an alien.
Team. Yeah, bro. It's unnatural, man. That kid is, he's going to be something, man.
But what's funny, man, like watching this FIFA's, this tournament, it was not I won't say pretty quick, but it was like the three host countries. We had 3 chances to be in the final, right? Canada, U.S., Mexico, right? We're the host countries, all get knocked out. We had, when the U.S. played in the knockout stage, there was that guy, is it like Gianni Infantino, right? That's the guy that got, no, sorry, that's the president. It's another guy.
Balogun? The red card?
That guy, red card thing.
Our best player is German.
I was just gonna say, when I seen the guy's name, I go like, that guy's not American.
He's German. Our best, and then Tillman, the kid who scored all the goals. Have you heard him talk? He's not American at all. And I could be way wrong about that, but I'm like.
Well, listen, man, that's very American. If you are, if you can provide value, we don't give a fuck. Come over.
That's fair.
But we had like Trump called the president, right? That's the guy, the Gianni Infantino.
Gianni Infantino, yeah. The guy who looks like a fucking villain from a Bond movie, and he's in they show him in a box at every game, and this guy's forehead goes on for like 4 miles. Like, it just extends to like and then his face is like
runway.
Bro, and I don't even know how to explain this. He doesn't have a big nose, but somehow his face is all nose. He's the strangest looking character. He looks like someone tried to draw
like the Minions guy.
The Minions guy from Memory. You know? It's a weird fucking dude. But anyway, yeah, that guy. He's that, and y'all know who we're talking about. If you've watched any World Cup game, they cut to him every time. And I swear there could be a game in California, and then an hour later there's a game in fucking Nova Scotia, and he's there at that game too. This motherfucker teleports, or maybe he's got a robot of himself that the Chinese gave him, but he's at every game somehow at the FIFA World Cup, no matter what time the game is on or how many hours have passed in between games, bro. He's at all of them.
Dude, it was crazy, man. So like Trump called him, asked him to review the red card situation with this player. It gets overturned, which is like never happened.
Yeah.
So
I think they kind of tend to stay out of shit. Yeah.
But I was wondering, like, does that happen with another team, or does the president go like, they're not gonna win anyway?
Yeah,
like who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Let them play.
Yeah, let them play at full strength. Give them their German back.
Right? Because didn't they play? They played Belgium, I think.
Yeah,
and it got smoked. Yeah, like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Did you see the Belgian players doing the Trump dance?
Oh man, yeah. I gotta give it to them, man. Their trolling was awesome. They were kind of trolling the whole fact that they appealed the thing at the end, and the whole like red card. You seen them doing the red card, like fucking like trolling, dancing, all that stuff. Like, I'm like, hey, talk your shit, bro. You smoked them. I think, and it's funny, man. This is something that's plagued soccer for a long time, and this was the best. I will say, because I think we talked about this on the last pod. This is the best American soccer team that I can remember watching in my lifetime, in terms of like. It felt like they were a threat to score and stuff whenever they touched the ball. And I don't even know if they had a chance to win it all, but it was like you never felt like they were completely overmatched in every game. Right. Yeah. Where like normally you watch them and you're like, oh, you guys are about to get demolished. It's only a matter of time, right? Like, but this was a team where you're like, oh, you guys are competitive and all that. But there is such a disparity between them and the rest of the world, and it's not even close. And I think that the same thing that has always plagued soccer, which is why so there's a clip I think we posted a few weeks ago that's probably like a year old, where we talk about until we play soccer in the hood, we're never going to be good, and that's actually true. But I think to add nuance to that, it's the pay to play system in the U.S. and going back to what I was saying when we were starting with the capitalism thing, when we were talking about France, is because capitalism rules in America in every fashion, right? The pay-to-play system in youth sports here is our greatest disadvantage when it comes to competing on the world stage. And I think what's happening is you've always seen that plague soccer, because soccer is a mostly suburban sport here. It's like volleyball and all that shit. It's mostly suburban kids, because it costs thousands and thousands of dollars a year to play these sports, right? And
to play soccer?
Yeah, because all these kids are joining club teams, and they're in tournaments every weekend. So like these parents are sitting Saturday, Sunday, because their kids are playing 3 games Saturday, Sunday. It's like, when does the development happen? Like all they're doing is like win. Join these club teams. Enter. You have to pay these fees. You have to do all this stuff. There's never like true practice for developing players. Like if you look at like, you know, going to Lamine Yamal at FC Barcelona, like they fucking kidnapped this kid when he's like 10 or whatever the fuck, you know, they take him to an academy. He's not paying to be there. Yeah. He lives there. The entire, his existence is developed. And I'm not saying that's what we should do, that they're night and day, they're breathing that. But my point is that like in all these other countries, they are developing players at a very young age, and you don't have to be rich to play the sport. Something like 18 to 22, 23% of Americans make over 6 figures, right? Okay. That means you're casting out 80% of the people you're never facing that competition. If you're a kid here in Windermere, in Lake Nona, you're playing against other kids' parents who could afford to put their kids in club soccer, right? And you're seeing that happen in every sport now. Basketball. If you think about the NBA, go back to late 90s, early 2000s. The NBA had a time frame where it produced to us within the same year to 3, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Antoine Walker, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, like first ballot Hall of Famers, all within like a same year span, all the time, right? And the time where it didn't cost you money. You could play $50 to play in a basketball league, and you played in a basketball league, and you entered in, and you played high school basketball, and it wasn't all over ESPN and all this shit. Like, unless you were like a Kobe, that you were just this intergenerational talent, and really it wasn't until LeBron where they were really televising games, right? Like, you could do that, and so we had this entire like roster of all-time greats. What was the last NBA draft that you looked at that you can go, oh, all those fucking kids 1 through 10 are going to be future Hall of Famers or great. Like even this draft, the only names I recognize are names of current NBA players. You think those kids, if you're a current NBA player's kid, right, and you grow up in LA.
So I know Boozer's kid.
Yeah, Boozer's kid. You think Boozer's kid is playing against kids from Compton? He's playing against kids from Rucker Park. He's playing against, no, bro. Boozer's kids is playing against other kids who live wherever Carlos Boozer lives these days, which I'm sure is in a very affluent neighborhood, and lives and plays for an AAU program where other kids' parents can pay thousands of dollars to have their kids there. And you're seeing it in baseball. What was the last great American baseball player? Like Paul Skeens, from a pitching perspective, is the only one I can think of with hype. And before Paul Skeens, maybe Bryce Harper. And Bryce Harper's been in the league for maybe 14, 15 years now. Every other ginormous signing in baseball is Dominican or Japanese.
Who's the other pitcher from Washington? The name escapes me, man.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, though. But he's 10 years ago.
Is he done? Yeah, he's done. Right?
He's done now, right? Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about. It'll come.
He was great in college.
He was great in college. Yeah. But you don't see great American baseball players come out anymore, and that's because, like, my son played baseball, right? And he played Little League baseball. Little League baseball costs nothing to play. But if you wanted to play, say, travel baseball and all these other things, like, you're paying thousands of dollars for them to be on there for uniforms and all that stuff. And then every tournament they enter, you're paying fees, right? Yep. And doing stuff. And like, I could do that for them, right? But the vast majority, again, 80% of parents or whatever are in a boat where they can't do that. So automatically you're filtering out 80% of the competition, right? If you're a kid, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. There was a former soccer player who was talking on one of these sports shows where he lives in Beverly Hills, right? And he's like, and his son plays in a club soccer team in Beverly Hills. He's like, fuck that. I take my kid and I go play against the like inner city LA kids who are mostly Mexicans and South Americans and Central Americans and whatever. And he's like, and they're playing against that competition, like, because you're getting everybody. You're not just getting the rich kids, like where now you filtered out like a vast majority of the population. And I think what's happening in America is if your parents can afford to put you in a league right? Like Alex Rodriguez was talking about this recently. If he had grown up today, his mom wouldn't be able to afford for him to play baseball, and we'd never seen Alex Rodriguez, right? And so like, and I think you're seeing that slowly in American competition, in terms of like these international competitions. That like notice now when America plays France in the Olympics, the game is close. 15, 20 years ago or 25 years ago, Dream Team, it wasn't even, no one in the world was fucking with America. It wasn't even close. And now you're seeing them play tighter games. And I think you're going to see that start shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So we're going to start losing because I think this pay to play and youth sports thing is the cycle is coming through now where we're not getting the talent that we used to get because I think we've completely priced out like a lot of people from being able to do this, man.
Yeah.
So I think, and I say that to say, is that we're never going to compete in soccer when the rest of the world, the soccer is an accessible, not only is it, dude, and one,
it's cheap to play everywhere.
It's cheap to play everywhere else, but, and listen, it's fucking hard to win a World Cup. Like, England invented soccer, has the best soccer league in the entire world, right? The English Premier League is, I don't think it's a question, is the premier soccer league. It's the NBA of soccer. Like, if you play soccer, you want to go play in the English Premier League, and maybe La Liga, right? But I would say EPL is definitely the top league in the world. And England has won one World Cup in the last 50 years, 60 years, right? It's fucking hard, right? So it's not to say that it's an easy feat because obviously England goes all in and they just lost today in heartbreaking fashion to Argentina. So it is something difficult to do. But I think that our talent pool is so far from the rest of the world because it's the free. Dude, and I'll end my rant. Our best player, arguably, right? You could say it's Balogun, who's German, right? Or it's Christian Pulisic, right? Christian Pulisic plays for AC Milan. AC Milan, he isn't even the leading scorer in AC Milan. AC Milan's leading scorer is a Portuguese guy.
Okay.
That Portuguese guy plays on the World Cup team for Portugal. He doesn't even start for them.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know how many people in the world could name, or Americans could name players for Portugal who aren't Cristiano Ronaldo, but probably not many. But just I say that to say the disparity between our best player and Portugal, who didn't make it to the semifinal, the quarterfinal, right? Like Portugal, the leading scorer in AC Milan can't even start on Portugal. Like in AC, and that is our best player. Isn't even the leading scorer in AC Milan. You know, it's like that's just to show the skill level is so big. But I think again, until we address the play system here, where it's so expensive to play youth sports now at a quote unquote higher level, I don't think we're gonna compete, and I think we're gonna start to be less competitive in every other sport. And I think you're already starting to see that.
Yeah, not very well, could be.
So who do you got? Do you have a pick for Sunday?
I mean, like. I want Messi to close this out. I know it's his last one.
Is it though?
That team, he says yes.
Dude, if he wins, do you think he walks away?
I think he doesn't.
Because he said the last one was his last one.
I think he doesn't do another World Cup. That's
no. Oh, see,
so that's saying that he doesn't walk away from soccer now.
No, yeah. He's gonna keep playing for Miami. Yeah.
I think 4 years from now he just goes like, nah, I'm good. You deliver 2 World Cups to Argentina in the end of your twilight of your career. Yes, I would love to see him win. The kid from Spain, you know, if he wins, is it like the passing of the torch? Which
we thought the Mbappe one would be last World Cup, man. Yeah.
Well, dude, I didn't think France would lose.
I didn't think anybody was going to beat France. I'm with you. Yeah.
You know, I thought it was going to be at the very worst, or at the very most, but be a repeat of last year's, and then maybe France pulls it out.
Which, by the way, it would be their 3rd straight final. They won, so they lost last one. They won the one before that, and this would have been their 3rd straight had they made it. I mean, like you said, they looked. I think if I it was gun to my head, like who was I going to pick? I would have picked France because I just didn't see anybody beating them. Like, The talent pool in France is like. You know, it was like in NBA terms, it would be like putting LeBron, Steph, it's an all-star Durant, team. All that, on the same team. It's an all-star team. It's insane. Like, and the fact that Spain made them look kind of pedestrian speaks to how good that Spanish team is. And I think we slept on them because maybe the names aren't as familiar on the global stage, but also maybe they're not as flashy other than Yamal. It's
And the thing with Argentina, man, is like they've been coming back. They've been like the comeback kings.
Yeah.
The last couple of games, man. So man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It should be a good matchup. SportsCenter posted something today where it showed Messi actually holding the kid from Spain.
Oh yeah, as a baby because he won some. Did you see the story?
20 years,
dude. But so
they're 20 years difference.
Lamine Yamal, yeah. There's a photo of Messi holding him. It looks like a fucking like a you know the photo shoots you do at the hospital when your baby's first born. Like it's Messi literally with this kid who he's about to play in a World Cup final, and evidently the family won a competition with Unilever.
Oh,
and with Unilever,
I figured he just like knew their parents or something
no,
like that.
He won a contest, and as part of the contest is your baby got to take photos with Lionel Messi, and it's a whole photo shoot. It looks like a JCPenney photo shoot from the fucking 80s. It's a really bizarre photo shoot. But anyway, it's hilarious. He literally Messi sunning him and his thing, but. It's like you said, it could be the passing of the torch. Like what are the probable odds from a mathematics standpoint that Lionel Messi is taking that photo with a baby and then fast forward 20 years and they're playing against each other in a World Cup final?
Yeah, it's like zero.
It's got to be none, right? Like
it's got to be zero.
Less than zero. It's insane. And it's funny, man. I'm conflicted because I'm with you. It's like and maybe this is the FC Barcelona fan in me talking, is I think Messi's the GOAT, and I think that's already kind of confirmed, but seeing him get back-to-back World Cups at the twilight of his career would to me, it's just like, would put the exclamation point on it.
It just solidifies it, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then at the same time, Spain is a team that I tend to root for because America sucks. So Spain is just like I assume it's just the motherland of all Latinos. So I just go.
don't say Latino.
Oh, that's right. I've been correct. Hispanics or
the fuck out of
We've been corrected in the chat numerous times.
Who's the guy in the chat?
He don't fucking know. Somebody who went to school in Alabama.
Now, bro, in the midst of obviously we had FIFA. Wimbledon happened, in the last. I
did watch the women's Wimbledon final.
I watched the men's.
Oh, I missed the men's one. Yeah. Okay.
So while all that shit was going on, while we were distracted, the one big beautiful bill, which is from Trump.
Oh, so what is this?
It's signed.
So what is this one big beautiful bill? Because there was something else that happened.
It's too much to say, but if I had to sort of like, I don't know, summarize it. It's like legislation like that reshapes like taxes, spending, immigration policies. There's sort of a lot to it. You don't remember when that shit first came out? And it was like it was like 900 pages.
Oh,
or some bullshit.
I remember the big beautiful bill. So it's just the same.
It's
thing?
that, yeah.
Okay.
So I
thought it was like
and the other thing that happened, man, with fucking Taylor Swift and fucking Travis Kelce got married in Madison Square Garden. The day before, it was on July 3rd, right?
Yeah.
So you had that was like flooding social media. You had July 4th was the America's 250th.
I was so unaware of anything in social media because I was in Europe.
Yeah,
unaware of
anything. For you, bro.
Like it was so nice. It's so nice.
Like
I know nothing about what was trending, and it's funny when I'm looking at stories today, and it was like, I forget what like my search was, but it's like what's been trending over the last like 2 weeks or something. Yep. And like I'm seeing that shit, and I'm like, oh word, I'm like missed everything, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the earthquake. I was familiar with the earthquake that happened. I didn't realize that they had updated the death count to it to like thousands of people. The one in Venezuela.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that. Like you said, the big beautiful bill thing was signed. There were so many things where I had no idea that they had happened over the last few weeks. And I was kind of glad, like, just to be disconnected from the whole thing.
No, good for you.
Argentina, openly racist, and the world saw that. The World Cup, and I realized that shit went viral.
I only saw so Speed or I Show Speed, famous like YouTuber streamer. He's been at a lot of these games. And I saw the Argentinian fans over there, like, calling the N-word and shit like that.
And shit like that.
Yeah. Was it just that, or was there other instances?
So what's happening over the years, Argentina has like all these like soccer chants. Like, you know how England and all these guys have, and England's hilarious at them. And so, there are like a lot of European countries are hilarious. So, the Scottish are hilarious at them.
Are the Argentinians just racist?
So theirs are all racist as fuck against black people. Like all their chants, right? And maybe culturally for them, they're not as bad. But for us, and like verbiage wise, you're like, that sounds fucking crazy, right? And so what's happened is over the years, they've done those chants. And then a few years ago, after they won against France, actually, they won a big game against France. And one of their players started a live stream, which, y'all, stay off the fucking internet, like social media. Like, you guys got to stop. Especially the locker room when you're celebrating with your team. In a pro athlete locker room, nothing good happens in there, bro. Just don't turn on the fucking camera. Anyway, the guy live streams, and they're doing the chant as a team, and the chant's racist as fuck. But it's against a player from France and all that stuff. And it's basically how all these people aren't really French, they're African, and like in like layman's terms, I guess, like the chant was about how they were all really African and not French and all this shit, and essentially calling them monkeys, right? Like, but now you have the team doing it, right? Not just the fans, right? The supporters, you have the team doing it, right? So then what happened during the I Show Speed is they're doing these chants towards him, then they're making racist comments towards him. And these are isolated fans, but I think what Argentina is, they have sort of like developed this reputation for being because they get like investigated by FIFA. Their fan base gets investigated by FIFA all the time in these international games because their fans say wild shit to players, and their chants that them and their players say have all these racist like lines in them and stuff. So it's hilarious. Also, Argentinians also embrace, I think, more of their European roots than their I would say, like most of South Central America is more Latino. They kind of embrace that. Like Argentinians, and if you don't know the history, fucking go down a rabbit hole with the Italians and Germans and whatever and all that fled there after World War II, and you can use your imagination to figure out which ones fled there. But like, there's a whole history there, and so that side, a lot of Argentinians seem like more European, quote unquote, in a sense, and so I think a lot of that nuance leads to them or people taking their stuff a little further as them being like racist as a culture, as a society, or whatever. I don't know that's necessarily the case, but it just comes off bad on the world stage because they're openly saying shit. So when you're that openly saying shit, it tells me that like either okay, yeah, you are, and you guys don't give a fuck, or that it's in your culture, it's not, like, you know how there's these nuances that we don't get, that there's like, oh, that's, like, we talk about the nicknames and stuff here, where if somebody heard these, they would be like, you're a fucking terrible human being, but culturally, within context, there's, and that's probably the case here, right? I don't know, but it's hilarious because all these memes now you see is like, yo, we're all finding out Argentina's racist as fuck in real time, you know, like the rest of the world has no idea about all this history. So it's been funny, man.
And I saw, you know what's funny, man? So I was watching the Argentina game today on Fox 1. So when I went on there, they actually had a stream dedicated to I Show Speed. He's there watching the game.
At the Argentina?
Yes.
Okay.
And so there's literally a camera on him. Furthermore, they had...
And he's like a big Ronaldo fan, right? So they show him
you know what Messi, he is? That's right,
he's like a Messi hater, right? And he's like a...
Yeah, I was going to say, the game that I saw him in, he's rooting for everybody who's playing against Argentina.
And I wonder if that's also why Argentinian fans are like, fuck you, because you're... So some of it is like, yo, you deserve this shit talk because you... I think he's like a hardcore Ronaldo, and he gets into all these arguments about, you know, Ronaldo versus...
I feel like I've heard that, and that makes sense. But so Fox 1 had several different streams, right? They had like the normal Fox, they had the 4K, but they had the I Show Speed. They actually even had like the star player for England stream and the star player for Argentina stream. So I went to that one, and it's literally a camera that is just following Messi around the field.
Oh, that's cool as fuck. During the game?
During the game. Oh, that's cool. Doesn't show the game.
It just shows him.
It's just him, how he's moving, where he's going. The camera is on him 100% of the time, bro.
That's probably
a different perspective.
Because today I would say, like, Argentina scores those 2 goals towards the end of that game, right? And Messi assists on both.
Yep.
and it shows like the box score won't show him scoring, obviously, but the assists are. It just shows how much attention he commands. That like when you watch the goals, like the entire fucking team collapses to Messi,
yep.
and all he has to do, and he's brilliant at this, obviously, right? Is why he's him. Is he makes the right read? It's like he makes the right pass to the right player that he knows is open, and it leads to a goal. But it's because whenever he's in the box, like, or just, dude, Messi's the only player that I'm not this like soccer aficionado, but he's the only player I've ever seen where you have to pick him up at half court, so to speak. Like you have to pick him up at mid, because dude, there was shots that he took today that you're like have no chance, and he like grazes the post, and they're from like 40 yards out. And you're thinking he's passing, and he's actually like making an attempt, and you can see him being like, "Oh, okay." Like it's almost like his way to like measure that out of like, "Fuck it, if I have to take a shot from here, I'm gonna try." And it makes him so good because the minute he touches the ball, you have to guard him, right? You have to defend him, and then the minute he gets anywhere close to the box or in it, fucking 4 people collapse onto him, and it just sets up, and he always makes the brilliant pass, and so both of the goals just. Insane passes to like one of them is like it isn't even that good of a pass in terms of like skill, but just making that read to the guy at the top who hits just a fucking insane shot at the beginning. And then Hernandez, I think, scored the first goal. I can't remember who it was, but hits that it's like a 20-30 yard shot from out that you're like, it's one of those shots that you would see people take that you're like, oh, that's going over the net. And it's
I've been impressed. I don't watch soccer, but I do usually watch the World Cup, and I'm always amazed on the accuracy at which not only when they shoot, to get shit in the top right corner from fucking 30 yards out, but the passing. Where sometimes they kick the ball and I'm just like, where is that going to? And it's just like, oh shit, that guy's in a perfect position. And
dude, have you seen the first touch of these guys when they catch the ball that's going at them at full speed and they just fucking stop it? And and so like you're, I would say casual like soccer fan, right? When you watch Messi control the ball and you watch everybody else, is there like a distinct difference to you?
He's a different dude.
Yeah, it looks like the ball's attached to his feet. That's what I would say. And not even him. I go, if you watch a U.S. and then you watch the rest of the world, like. If you watch,
dude, when I watched the last U.S. game against Belgium, and dude, in the first 10 minutes, I was going, that they're different.
Yeah,
like the way that they control the ball, it looked like the U.S. every time they got the ball, it was like they didn't have it for long.
No, it's like panic, get rid of the ball.
And then when these guys would get the ball, it was like there was almost like no panic of the ball getting stolen and going the other way.
Dude, the way they operate in space, they're not even open. You go, and the U.S. guys get rid of it, like, oh my God.
Right.
And where you go, Argentina today was like a prime example of that. They pass it to them, there's fucking 4 defenders on them, and they hold it for a touch, and they calmly make the right pass. And you're like, man, these guys operate in this like space or lack thereof so brilliantly, and you're like, that's the difference in skill set between the rest of, and even like the give and go that you see Argentina does that shit a lot with Messi, where it's almost like the give and go in basketball. It's like pass right away, the guy kind of cuts to the basket, if you will, is like the best description I could put to it. But like you see them do that shit a lot in the box in confined space with fucking 3 people in traffic, where like you said, like the U.S. team doesn't even feel capable of doing that, or they would in a panic kick the ball away because they're like worried about somebody, and they operate at that. It's almost like they're not even thinking about the people defending them, and obviously they are, right, because they're having to put the ball in the right place. But it doesn't change how they, or it doesn't, or I should say, it doesn't look like it changes their body language or even how they play. It's beautiful to watch, man. But like you said, it's like a master class. And I think the thing about the World Cup is when you watch these different styles, but then also different skill sets at the different countries, you're like, man, this is why you guys are.
Yeah, no, it's like next. It's like next level. Like you can tell.
Dude, there's teams here getting players off LinkedIn, and then there's teams, and then there's teams.
Dude, I see. There's a topic on here about a pilot. So first of all, man, I gotta give a shout out to one of my oldest boys this week. Got his private pilot's license. So congratulations to you, Marcus, man. That's fucking awesome, man.
When the pod has its private flights to do our live shows and to thing, we got our pilot.
That's right.
We got our pilot. Now we just got to get the G5. We got to get certified in G5, Mark.
But there's a story that we have on here that's yours, man. About a pilot instructor. Tell me what happened.
And this guy also happens to be from Argentina, so
So it ties right into people.
But yeah, so this guy, he's a flight instructor named Leandro Bertazzo.
Okay.
Speaking of Italian descent, so Leandro Bertazzo reportedly he was doing he was working with a 22-year-old student pilot, and he just decides mid-flight. So and I think this is important. He's flying a Cessna C-150, which I'm sure your son flies Cessnas.
It's definitely a Cessna. Yeah.
So he decides mid-flight to just fucking jump. Like literally opens.
So he wants to like kill himself?
Yeah.
Oh.
No parachute. Just
yeah. Just like I'm good.
Abandoned ship. Just fucking takes off, and he worked.
How high were they? Does it say?
No, but they were mid-flight, so they're out there. They're like thousands of feet up, right? Like the guy, you figure you got to be in a Cessna 4,000 feet. I don't know. Your son would probably know better.
I asked this the other day, and I don't remember what the answer was, but it was something. Yeah, it's definitely in the thousands, right?
So he, it was actually this past Monday over a place called Toledo in Argentina, and he just decided to jump from the Cessna mid-flight. They found his body in a field later on. He was previously
is that
a commercial
premeditated, man? You know?
Obviously, right? It has to be, right? Or is this kid such a bad fucking pilot? Because, yo, we're about to crash into this fucking mountain anyway. We're about to die. Fuck it.
But I'm assuming the kid landed.
The kid landed the plane safely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the story was that this kid landed the plane safely. I guess doesn't have a whole ton of experience.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't the first time he'd flown, but he flew. It's fucking yo. Can you imagine being
you're
a kid?
You're fucking flying a plane,
Yeah.
and the fucking instructor goes, "Hey, I'm out of here."
Yo.
He fucking pulls the window open, bro, and he has to climb out. Like, what? This kid's gotta be freaking the fuck
And
out,
also,
bro.
do you if you're the guy to jump, are you going like, yo, man, I'll catch you in a minute, and then he just gets up, or do you just silently walk up and jump out? Like, I want to know what that conversation was like, right? Because like you said, he's like, yo, where are you going? Is he just like ignoring you, and then just fucking opens
it up and goes
jumps, right? Like, I've been in a Cessna. It's like it's a door like a car door, right? Like you just crack it open, and it's not high enough to your point of where like a Cessna you can open a window, right?
Yes.
So like you can literally
it's not like a pressurized
right?
cabin
So you can be up there 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, whatever.
Yeah.
Like so you're just opening. So I can see it like in my head right now. Like that's how I got in and out of the airplane. Like so you can literally just crack it open and just dive. So this guy. Like, what the fuck happened in his life that he just decided?
And then why that way, right? Like you go, I don't know, man. I always feel like if you're gonna kill yourself, like just do it. Like you don't have to traumatize the pilot. Like why from a few thousand feet? Like I don't know, take some pills or something.
Do you know what's crazy? It's like not even
drink bleach.
Not only to me, this is one of those where you might as well take out this dude too because you don't know if this kid ends up landing. What if this kid ends up crashing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, so obviously you don't give a fuck, right? But like there's a very good chance you're going 50-50 probably that. Or he goes, this kid's smart enough, like he'll figure it out like with power.
And even if the kid can, right? You just go like, why would I do that to him?
Yeah,
or her,
I don't think you think about that in this. Like,
I guess, or does it happen like mid-flight? Like, does he make the decision like mid-flight? Like, what's the text that he got?
Oh, his wife texted like, I bought this robot from China to replace you.
She sends a fucking pic.
She said, yeah. Look what I attached my toy to.
Look, it came with a body this time.
She's doing
it. It looks like him.
It looks. And she's doing an Argentina chant. She's like, this guy's just like, I'm so sick of this shit.
Fuck this life.
It's just fucking chumps, bro. Yeah, he said his poor kid is traumatized for the rest of his life. This guy just fucking. Evidently, he used to be a commercial pilot for an airline in Chile. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, man.
There,
I would imagine. Well, I guess not all of them.
You're right. I don't know if that means he doesn't anymore by choice, or if he does, and this is like a side gig, or. But it said he was a commercial airline pilot in Chile, like formerly. So who knows, man, what happened there? But what a it made me. The reason I say it is because like you had just sent me that story about your son, man. I was so excited for him, man. Like, that's so dope, man.
It was cool.
And then it just made me think of him. I'm like, fuck, man, what would happen if that's him? You know, like you had told me a pretty crazy story about him, about a conversation you guys had about like kind of like regaining control of the plane in certain scenarios as he's running.
Oh, when you're like
different scenarios.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's wild, right? Like, and as a parent, it's kind of terrifying to hear that from your kid, but also a part of it, right? Like if he's learning to do this thing, there's an innate danger that comes with it, or whatever, or a risk, I should say, that you know, and this is why you train for that, right? And, like, yo, of all the things that you train for, it's like, yo, if you're a pilot, you go medical emergency, I guess this falls under that, right? Like if your instructor has a medical emergency, but also if that motherfucker just decides to bail. Or is your self-esteem like, yo, imagine you're somebody who's on the cusp, like you don't think anybody likes you to begin with, and now you're fucking pilot.
Do you just nosedive the plane and go, fuck it?
Chasing after him like I want to hit this motherfucker on the way down. Because those little planes are terrifying, bro. Like you know, like you say you've been up now on shows, puddle jumpers with him, and then
No, I haven't been on those.
No, you haven't been up on the puddle jumpers. Did you do it with our friend that we have that flies? Oh, they're fucking terrifying, bro. And like in terms of, you know, we're all used to getting into a commercial
where it's smooth. It's like a Cadillac.
And you don't feel shit, and it's a pressurized capsule.
right.
So, like,
no, this shit is like a car in the air.
Flying in a Cessna feels like you're in a Corolla.
It's like I was gonna say an Escort.
Yes, bro. A Cessna feels like you're in a fucking Ford Escort that you just hit the physics right, and it's in midair, and you're not sure for how long. It does not feel like it's. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. They've been making planes for fucking ever, but it does not feel stable. When you're in it, you're like, this is fucking crazy. I can feel everything.
Yeah.
Like, and this is where, and I guess maybe this is why you start at this level when you're a pilot, is you know, I remember doing shit like flying over water, like little, like small bodies, like of water, like lakes, and it significantly changes like the reaction of the airplane, and it's like, oh, you know, you're that low, and the water and the physics that are involved in that, and it's just like, you can feel it, and you know, they're trying to explain this to you, and you're like, but I don't feel that shit when I'm on JetBlue. You know what I mean? And I be over the Atlantic.
Is this even a real airplane?
Like, it's how ignorant the rest of us are about aviation, but like, I haven't been on that. Like, I've been on a lot of small airplanes. Like, we did the one where we did the skydive, and that shit was a fucking little ass. Yeah. It looked like somebody built it over the weekend.
18,000 feet.
Yeah,
those things go that high.
Yeah, with the door open,
so with
not
the door
pressurized,
open,
right?
Like, I thought about that, man, during this time. I think my son said at one point, you know, he was flying like, I don't know, like say 4,000 feet or whatever. And I'm thinking like, fuck, man, we were up 18,000 feet, and like you said, not pressurized. But I never felt like I lost oxygen. No, it didn't. I didn't
think I felt on the jump from the speed of your going down initially. My first like a second, it felt like forever, but it was probably a second or two. Was the pressure was pushing so hard against my chest that I couldn't catch my breath.
Oh, really?
You know?
I didn't get that.
No, motherfucker, because you like flipped out.
We barrel rolled, baby.
I fucking like what do you call that? Like frog splash out that bitch like. So it was like chest. So it was one of those like I was taking like a deep breath in, and then it was like I couldn't push it out, and I was like, oh fuck, and then eventually it was like, whew, and I was like, oh, okay. But that was the only time I really felt pressure.
Maybe the barrel roll helped.
I think it does probably because you're like to me it felt like something was pressing against my chest. Oh, no, and it was only in the initial like literally at the time you're like, oh fuck, but it's literally like when I think about like everything that kind of occurred, it's probably a second where you're like. And you're like, oh, okay, finally kind of catch my breath. Because even like I've watched a video of me, and I'm like, you can't even tell in the video.
Right.
But I remember vividly in my mind, I was like, oh shit, and then it went away instantly, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. You know, I was like, I can't fucking breathe, and then I was like, I can breathe, let's go. You know?
So if you haven't done skydiving yet, make sure you do it. It's dope.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have to because your fucking pilot just decides to jump out mid-lesson. Maybe be prepared. Maybe that's the lesson here. It's like maybe just wear, even if you've never skydived before, if you ever get in a Cessna as a student, maybe just wear a backpack with a parachute in it. you never fucking know.
Nah, just land a plane.
Should it be required? Like, is this one of those things where you just go, yo, on these little planes like that, or the planes where you can just open the door and jump out, like, I don't know. I don't even know if it's required in any aspect, but like, would you? Not even that it's required. Like,
should you want one?
Just have one. Yeah. Like, maybe your son knows the answer to that. Like, maybe your son needs to go skydiving so he can get that under his belt, and then be like, hey man, some shit ever goes down, you gotta bail.
I know what to do.
The military ejects. You know what I'm saying? It's good enough for them. It's good enough for me, bro.
True that. True that.
Dude, and before we get out of here, I want to talk about this TV show that I just discovered because I'm upset that the people around me didn't tell me about this show.
Okay. Because I might be one of them.
Squatters. Have you watched Squatters?
Is this what? Is it on Netflix?
I don't even know.
Because I feel
I don't know. I watched it on like.
Because I watched it. I watched something like this similar.
It's on A&E, so I don't know. I watched it through some like whatever. I can't even remember. Maybe.
But essentially, it just goes through. It follows like these homeowners that own these places that have
a squatter.
Yeah.
And then they hire this guy to get rid of the squatter. So if you guys don't know, there's obviously a squatter is a person who just fucking decides to pop a squat and fucking just live in a house.
Occupied.
Doesn't have a lease, doesn't have whatever, they just stay. And it's a big problem in a lot of places. And I know New York has this issue, and amongst other places, but New York's the one that stands out right now is with Airbnb people, because of the tenant laws in New York are very like tenant friendly, and it takes a long time. If anybody who's ever had property or just been a tenant, like they can serve you with like a 3-day notice to evict you, but in reality, that's kind of like a warning. In reality, the process takes like months to evict you or whatever, right? And in some places, years, because you could like appeal. And
it's kind of crazy. Man.
It's kind of crazy, right? So somebody could
it's like the owners have less rights than the occupants.
Correct. So what'll happen is that like in some cases, in some states, and in this case, like going back to the New York example, is like you could Airbnb a place to somebody, they'll Airbnb it from you, and then when it comes time for them to leave, they just decide not to. And so then now you go like, yo, you got to leave my place. Well, in New York, like, and it varies by state, but there's like, basically they're there and now they're like, yo, you could call the cops and be like, yo, this person won't leave my property. And it turns into a quote unquote civil matter, which means you got to go take it to like civil court.
I was going to say, like the cops won't do anything.
The cops can't do anything. So it's like now that person can live there rent free for however long it takes it to play out in court. Yeah. And in some cases, it could be years.
I saw a story, man, and I think it was on the same show, where, and it was in New York, it was in Queens. This lady had the house that she actually grew up in. Her parents owned. Her parents had passed away. She got the property. I think that she couldn't really afford to keep it, so it was on the market for sale when she moved out. And then squatters moved in
while it was for sale.
It took her a while to get them out, bro.
Which the common example that I saw were people who hadn't moved in yet because they were being like remodeled. And so in the middle of a construction, it's like the construction people would show up and be like, bro, there's somebody living in there now. And they'll like change the locks and things. And then it's like, at that point, it's like, you can't just go into your own house and kick them out. It's got to be a civil thing. So the laws protect the inhabitant.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if that happens to you, I don't.
You getting the fuck out of my house, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you getting out.
Yeah, bro. Like
one way or another, like it's gonna. Yeah,
it's gonna be violence.
But yeah, this show though, the first few episodes are meh, and the further it goes in, is that the premise of the show is this guy goes, I can't kick you out.
Yeah.
Like, because of the way these tenant laws protect this. But he basically makes the people want to move out.
Yeah, you make it miserable for them.
So he is professionally annoying to them. And I was like, as petty as I am.
I think this is a different show, man. I gotta watch this one.
I was like, I can't believe that my skill set is worth money. And I could have had a TV show this whole time. You know what I could be annoying for money. I'm annoying for free all the time. You know how petty I am? Like,
you got to write to the show.
Pro bono? I'm petty pro bono, man. I could have been getting paid this whole time. It's, bro, there's, again, the first few episodes, you're like, they're not that exciting. But then there's some where this motherfucker's like hiring people with giant snakes and he's just walking around the house with like a giant snake. Or like he'll lock the laundry room, you know, like puts locks on it.
Yeah.
Or playing loud music through like a bullhorn at their door, like saying good morning and shit. And then like, I'm like, I could have been annoying like that and had a TV show and charge you. Because I'm sure I go, the show's one thing. I'm sure this guy as a service is charging these people like, hey, I'll remove your squatter for, whatever.
Right.
And I'm sure it's not cheap. And these families are probably willing to pay.
Well, it's a 24-hour job.
Yeah, you can't leave because once you get inside the house. So basically how he does it is he gets them to give him a lease for that property, right? And it varies by state. Now he has a lease so he can go in. And by state, it varies on how he can get it. On some of them, he can get it by
So he gets the lease from the actual
owner, and then he moves in with the current person who's squatting. And he's like, well, I'm your roommate now. And then he just like, he tries to talk to them. It's like, yo, let's be rational. I need you to get the fuck out. And you'll get people who are like, fuck you, get out of my house.
Yeah.
And he's just like, cool, I'm gonna be annoying. And then he does annoying shit. Like, and eventually the people give in, right? Like, but it's funny as shit because I go, man, you know what kind of stuff I would come up with if I had to sit there and be annoying to someone professionally?
Bro, I couldn't do it, man. If that was my property, man, I'd have to hire somebody like that, man, because I would lose my mind.
Hire me.
Yeah.
I'll do it pro bono. You know how much enjoyment get out of that shit?
No, I'd be like, Juan, quit your job. You about to do this shit for free.
I'm like, give me a solid weekend, Sean. I'm gonna just send you a DocuSign with my lease, and then what he'll do sometimes is he'll get what they call a renovation lease, where he's allowed to make renovations to the property.
Ooh.
So he'll be chainsawing doors and shit. It's so dope. I'm in. If you ever get somebody. If any of y'all ever get, I'm telling you right now, I'll do it for the Lolo.
Call 188.
Yeah. Carbon footprint, squat removal. I don't even know.
Yo, and on that, tell them where they can find us.
At the Carbon Foot Podcast on IG, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, at Carbon. No, actually, on Twitter, on X, it's at Carbon FP Pod, and then anywhere where you guys get your audio, your podcast, so Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Geo7, Amazon Music, Audible, your smart devices, Geo7 Ghana, TuneIn, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, Radio Cast, Deezer, everything. So go ahead and hit us up on there, and shout out to you guys. Keep it flowing. We didn't get a chance to read comments this time from the folks leaving us the comments.
Yeah. We had some vacation time,
but we're gonna keep those coming. There's some hilarious ones, and actually maybe I should close with one because some of these were so funny that there was one that kind of left a little impact on me.
Oh, do it.
And it was get right now, man.
I feel like I have one too, actually.
So there was a girl, and her name was Kayla Reyes with 2 S's, 805. She said, my dad calls me Chiquita. I'm 5'9" and 300 pounds. Shout out to you. Your dad's a real one, and that is exactly what we meant.
I had a Chihuahua named Chiquita. Keep hope alive. And as always, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.